Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, it finally happened. I had an SD card, like this one, fail. And it failed right in the middle of a shoot. So, yeah, it's a Kodak UHS-2 SD card. So, I bought a couple of these when I got the G9 Mark II, because these are V90 cards, and they're reasonably priced and got decent reviews. So I bought a couple for the G9 Mark II. So when I got the S5 Mark II, I bought a couple more. And yeah, I was in the middle of a shoot and one of them failed. And so here's what happened. The sports reporter for the papers that I used to do photojournalism with, this actually happened back in May, was so happy with the swim meet photos that I did, and I did a video about that, that he asked me to photograph a high school track meet. And so it was actually girls track and field. Because we had some local high schools that were competing in this. It was a state, I believe, sectional track meet. And two of those high schools he needed just kind of file photos for. Didn't have them. The third high school he was set on. So three high schools were Oak Park River Forest High School, and he didn't need photos of them. But the other two were Fenwick High School, which is a co-ed parochial high school in Oak Park, Illinois, and then also Trinity High School, which is a parochial all-girls high school in River Forest, Illinois, that's affiliated with Dominican University, also in River Forest. I'm pretty sure they're affiliated. And it was right after I shot this photo. I'll tell you, this young woman, Trinity High School, you can see there's nobody around her. She won her heat. I mean, she blew everybody out of the water in the hurdles. So there's nobody even close. But it was right, I think it was right after this. So I was about to shoot something else, and all of a sudden I got a message on the camera back that said, please reinsert card 1 again. And so I did. And I got the same message, please reinsert card 1 again. And so I did this maybe a couple of 3 more times, and then I got a message saying, please insert a new card. And, you know, a lot of stuff was happening, and I didn't have time to dig through my bag to get a card, so I just kept shooting with the remaining card. S5 Mark II has 2 UHS-2 card slots. And then when I got home, of course, I used that card to get the images. But then I also popped the failed card into my card reader. And interestingly, all of the images were accessible. So like if I had been using one card, I would have been able to get the images. I just would have had to find a new card and put it in there. But this just does indicate the importance of using a dual card slot camera for professional work, because you don't want to run the risk of a card failing and then also corrupting and losing all of the images you shot. So it's a really important thing. I know that, and I don't think this is really anything new, some cameras, can't off the top of my head think of them. There are a few cameras that have internal memory in it and also have one card slot. I imagine that we're going to start seeing that more. Yeah, if you have a camera that has internal storage, you probably only need one card slot. The question is, how long will that internal storage last as the camera ages? So, but I have a feeling we're going to start seeing that more and more. So things do change. Really glad that I had a dual slot camera, and what I did was I replaced both of the cards of this type with SanDisk cards, V90s, just like these. And so hopefully this isn't going to be a problem in the near future. I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of decades, since digital started, and the first time I've ever had a card problem. And of course it does indicate, since it's only happened once, that card failures are kind of rare. I mean, they really are rare. It doesn't happen that often. But perhaps, even if you're not a professional, if you're going on a trip that's like a once-in-a-lifetime trip, maybe you want to use a dual card slot camera. If you don't have one, maybe you can rent one. The issue is, of course, if you're traveling light, and you're taking a small camera, most small cameras don't have dual card slots. So, you just want to, I suppose, hope that, as it was with the card that I had fail, that you're able to access those images after you get home. And then, of course, make sure you have a lot of backup cards with you. Anyway, hey, is this kind of thing happened to you? Leave a comment below. Let everybody else know what happened. Or if this was interesting or useful, give it a thumbs up. That's a big help with the algorithm for me. I'm Todd Banner. I will see you next time.